You got clutch.
What's going on, people? It's your main man, Johnny Clutch Cards, aka Johnny Clutch Crypto, back at you again with another Helium update video. And as you know, whenever we get started, we're going to jump right into the numbers. 245,000 hotspots worldwide, 57,000 plus 57,000 over the last 30 days. The market price is back up to $22.56 per HNT. And there's 27.17 million HNT staked at this point. All right, so we're going to get right into it. Last week was a busy week. We put out our Bobcat miners and really just kind of let them sink. Obviously, there's some additional issues with Bobcat in general and the particular batch we were in. Supposedly, there's an update being pushed to correct that issue. I haven't gone out to check them this week, but I will be checking them out this week to see, if they got the most recent update as far as the firmware is concerned. One of the things that we did see with our miner here at the house, and we'll wait for this to load here a second, is our rewards dramatically decreased. And if you look at our miner, suboptimal transmit scale, actually, this is actually better. This 0.63 is actually better than what it had been. It was pushing at like a 0.56 transmit scale. And this 0.7 over the last 24 hours is actually pretty good that far as what we've seen, because we saw some dramatic drops where we were getting 0.3, 0.4 in a day over a 24-hour period. And I had to kind of dig into, why that was. I was looking at witnesses, trying to see, what their transmit scales were. Like if I dig into the witnesses, and I was seeing that, okay, it looks like a lot of these are good. These two are these three actually are really like close to me. And part of the reason that we'll show you in Hotspotty is the HEX. We're having an issue with our HEX, and we'll take a look at that here shortly. But otherwise, we've been doing okay. The last 7 days was a decrease, 3.48. We were really on a good path where I thought we were going to be, in the area of way over 20, like probably like in the 25 to 30 area as far as HNT generated over 30 days. And our 14-day numbers were looking really good. They were well over 10 HNT. Obviously, that's dropped over the last week. So we got to figure out what to fix there. And one of the things that came into question is, here's our miner. This miner right here, which is that the miner? No, the one that's in our HEX. All right, so this is the one in our HEX. So look, over 30 days, plus 19 HNT. Rare Carmine Otter, 26.49 HNT. So I drilled down and it's got me looking at him. So, okay, so like I'm looking at this. There's a Bobcat with a 4 dBi antenna, right? 0 meters off the ground, right? It's only showing us these two that are, look at where this witness is. So this witness and this witness. So maybe these two are like 8 dBi. So let's just entertain ourselves and see what this one is. Bald, Myrtle, Parrot. Let's see what it. All right, so that's an 8 dBi bad boy right there. Ooh, 2 in a day. 10 meters up. 10 meters up. Sends cap with an 8 dBi. Wow. Okay. 51 over the last 30 days. Sheesh. Okay. So why? Okay. So back to the one I was looking at. So let's see what this other one is. See if I hit the right one. Oh man, I don't know which one it is. 12 HNT, maybe it's that one. That's 5.8. It's on suboptimal transmit scale. Let's click there again. Let's do this one, Loose Onyx Peach. That one's relayed. so there's no way to tell. Let's go back out here. Let's try it one more time. Don't want to be digging too deep into it. But basically, I was trying to figure out what's going on with this miner. I believe this miner actually, yeah, it's that one. Skinny one. Okay, so it was that one. Okay, and neither one of them looked to be, like, that's 5.6 dBi. Go back to this one. This one is 5.8 dBi. So it seems kind of off, kind of weird. And then when I was really digging into the rewards on this particular device, the hotspot's relayed. One, it's relayed, and it's generating a whole lot of HNT, 26 HNT. Now I believe that just physically knowing the locations here, and we'll look at it on Hotspotty. I believe this is behind me. So like I'm here, this is my neighborhood over here. And if we look over here, this area, the only thing over here is a church. So I think the church has a hotspot. And I'm tempted to drive over there and just kind of look to see if maybe it's outside, because that's the only way I think it would be able to do this, right? Even though if it's at 0 meters, like, you know, that would represent that it's more likely inside, and maybe the antenna's outside. So I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with that. I was getting awesome rewards. Now I was getting suboptimal rewards for several days, and we were just trying to figure out like what's going on with that, right? So let's jump over here and take a look at our second miner, which is up here. Oh, one day it's gonna let me click. Oh, okay, cool. All right, see, this is wonderful Jetblack Marmot. Ooh, that's over 30 days. Crazy. All right, so this one's still relayed. Like I said, this is being connected via like a Wi-Fi AT&T hotspot. So I got to figure out how to port forward, whitelist that traffic coming over that port 44158. But it is up, and it is generating a little HNT over the last 7 days, almost a whole, so 0.62. So we really got to get this going. One thing we're going to do with this one, because it is 40 meters up off the ground, is we're going to upgrade that antenna. We're going to upgrade that antenna. I ordered a Parlay Labs 8 dBi antenna, which I'm going to attach to this particular Bobcat, and, you know, obviously try to troubleshoot the whole relay status, and then see what type of rewards we get. I'm curious to see if we can get something similar to this guy. Is it this guy? Scruffy Aqua line? Yeah, I think that's him right there. Scruffy Aqua line. Oh no. Oh, he's doing okay. Let's see, but Scruffy Aqua line right here is one that has a 7 dBi antenna on a sense cap, and it's 60 meters up, right? And it's generating, look, that's 1 HNT per day over the last 7 days, 8 HNT over the last 30 days, 32 HNT. So we're hoping to get something in that arena, right? With the upgraded antenna, and that would be awesome. So we're looking to do that. I believe that antenna comes in this week. We'll get that hooked up, and then we'll go from there, right? So we're dealing with this, and this one I don't think we're gonna have a problem with the whole HEX, being crowded out, because there are a lot of tall buildings in this particular area. There's freeway here, and then basically is, you know, people might not like this, but this is the hood right here. All this where there's no minder right here, this is Northside Houston, Texas. This is Greens Point. And it's, you know, it's actually kind of odd to see, like if you come down here on the south side, there's some spread across, but this is like South Side, South Park, Houston, Texas. So, you know, some of the rougher areas, there's far less helium miners. And then if you go into more of the suburbs, like, okay, obviously downtown, tons of stuff. Here in Sugarland, Katy, tons of stuff. Out here where I live in Cypress, tons of stuff. Spring, tons of stuff. But this dead zone here is kind of north and then northeast Houston, right? And then once you get out to Kingwood, now the miners start to fill out. So just a footnote to this whole expansion of the People's Network, one that may not be talked about often. So we're gonna go to my last miner. I gotta get my orientation correct. That's Manville. So I believe I'm gonna be right here. No, right there. Right there. No, not right there. No, it says Fresno. I didn't think there were. Is it this one? It says Sugarland. I can't see a rose. I'm trying to see the outline. I think that's Maine. Looking for the dead zone. It's gotta be up in here, right? Jolly Ocean, Salamander, Millie, well, Hidden Ostrich. I think it's like Rare Rabbit or something like that. So they gotta have these bad boys laid out. I thought it was this one. I thought it was in here. 2 in the hex. No, it's not. Here you go. Nutty Chiffon Hare. I was like, there's nothing in our hex. So there's a hex right here. So I think right now this is at a relative's house, and you see the transmit scale is 0.59. It's a suboptimal transmit scale because let's see, witnesses. No witnesses. So obviously this is a Bobcat, so I got to see if the witnesses are working yet on this one as well. But this one I might look to upgrade the antenna to like a 5 dBi antenna, 5.8 dBi antenna, like I did the one here at the house, and then move it into the attic or up in a closet somewhere where there's less stuff in the way. Right now it's just sitting in the living room on a table next to the internet. So there's not really much to the configuration just yet. Just wanted to get it plugged in. We as you can see, we're not relayed, so they have AT&T here. I was able to get that all set up, get the port forward and set up, so all that's working just fine. And very little H&T being generated, right? Even though there's an opportunity here to really, if I could get this one, this is one that I would think about possibly doing outside if I could get the right setup. If I get the right setup here outside, I feel like I'll be at an advantageous position to kind of sweep these and pull in some real good H&T and not have my hex clogged. So that's what I look to do there. And I think that covers pretty much all of mine. So let's take a look at these on Hotspotty. All right, so here it is, right? Here's my Able Bronze Tapir, right? And here's the hex. Like, does it show my hex? All right. All right. All right, cool. I want to see my hex, right? So here is the problem, right? Transmit scale 7. Too many in the hex. Now, this did say too many yesterday, and I think that's why it went up to 63. It now says 3 too many. At one point, it was 4 too many, right? Because there were 9 in my hex, right? So it looked like somebody moved their stuff, and I've been trying to get in contact with some of these other users to help them, because like I believe these two, the two that are closest to me inside the neighborhood are both like, okay, so here's mine, right? And then if we scroll up a little bit, this one and this one are both relayed. I don't know what this one is. This one must be off or something. What's up with that one? Brilliant nylon kangaroo. Yeah, see, past 24 hours. This one is off. I don't know what's going on with it. Maybe the user is going to sell it. I don't know. But basically, that's what the problem was. It was that hex. The too many units in the hex was driving my rewards down to the point that like we were at like a 0.63, like a 0.78, something like that, and the rewards were really becoming optimal. Like I was getting a lot more in. That's the week where we're seeing over 1 point whatever it was per day. And then literally like the next day, the next week, it was like, oh, you got to, it was like, it dropped down to like 0.56. And I was like, what is going on? And I just noticed my rewards were shrinking. And I thought it was something wrong with my setup. So that just goes to show you, like, there's so many kind of moving parts there that as you go through this, you're going to learn different stuff. Almost every week, you're going to pick up something new that you can apply that information to your setup. Now, I mean, I guess as it grows out, and, I live in an area where it seems like there's more and more people trying to do this or trying to bring these in, is, just try to reach out to people. And in your area, like we have like a neighborhood Facebook, and I have talked to like 1 or 2 owners in my particular neighborhood, but just try to get on the same page with other users so y'all can have an optimal setup. And, that way you're not, too many miners in that, somebody got 2 miners in their house or things, and just try to help them. So like we can help, each one teach one, so to speak. So as you go through it, you can show somebody something that you learned, how to, port forward, how to set your miner up, how to mount it, where to put it in the house, things like that, and then share that information across. And it come across a lot more helpful than when you go, hey man, you messing up my rewards. So, reach out. One of the community in Helium has been really great. Always, I see tons of great comments in the comment section under my videos. And, I end up having conversations with guys back and forth. So, H-Town, for life anyway, because my Astros won, we, 2-2, we about to take that thing. Anyway, before I get too far off topic, in other words, everything appears to be going great. We need to check our Bobcats this week. We're waiting on an 8 dBi antenna. We need to also get a 5.8 dpi antenna for the second one. And then we need to look at our options there at fixing our port relay issue, meeting some more of these people on miners in our neighborhood, and trying to come up with an optimal setup for our setup in Southwest Houston, and see if we can, generate more HNT. We have 1 miner paid off. We got 2 miners that are set up, and we waiting on 1 more miner next month. Our links dot will be in. So we're going to keep plugging along, man. If you got questions, comments, concerns, or just want to say what's up, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Leave me a comment down in the comment section. Let me know what problems you're having. And then, hey, we'll see what we can do. As always, I'm your main man, Johnny Clutch Cards, a.k.a. Johnny Clutch Crypto. I am for the people, by the people. You only got me and the Constitution. Remember that.